so wonderfully warm. Breathe me in, breathe me out.
I'm so sorry. I'm so late, you guys. I had a lot of technical difficulties this morning. I bit off more than I could chew, which is literally such a Lauren thing to do. I really wanted to be on the couch, and actually now I probably could, but that's not what I'm feeling right now. So for everyone who is joining, I'm really sorry that I'm late. For anyone, I think there's someone on Facebook. So let me see who's over on Facebook. I can probably see you if you chat. So I see that I have one person on Facebook, but I have nobody on High Curious yet, but I'm sure I will. I mean, you're not really allowed to do this on Facebook, but until I get kicked off, this is what I do, because I built an app so that I could use cannabis on the internet with others. And it's a pretty simple reason, actually, and it's true. There's a million things you could get kicked off Facebook for. You could get kicked off Facebook for smoking weed. You can get kicked off Facebook for playing music. So whatever, we just have to go with it, you know? So welcome, good morning. Welcome to Becoming Intentional. My name is Lauren Mundell. I'm the founder of High Curious, which is an app available on both app stores. And the best thing about High Curious is if you're curious about cannabis, or if you're a cannabis user, you can connect with other people who use cannabis without the stigma. So when I smoke or use cannabis, consume, I wouldn't say, I always say l'chaim. L'chaim means to life in Hebrew. And, we always say cheers, which is what we say with alcohol, but alcohol and cannabis are very different. So l'chaim and to life. All right. So on this show that I do every week at this time, 9 a.m. Mountain Time, I'm late today. I talk about my intention for the week, and I talk to other people about what their intentions for the week might be. And we have a conversation about it and try to help you get set up for a really successful, mindful week. When I started using cannabis is when I actually became way, way more mindful. It's when I started really being able to understand what mindfulness is. I never understood what it was until I started using cannabis. So for if you're joining me on Facebook and you want to chat with me, I'm also I think you can use the chat. I can also bring up my Facebook. Let me just see if I can bring up my Facebook so that I can see if you guys are talking. If you have any questions for me, I'm here. Like I don't really go on Facebook except for this. So, but let me see if I will just be able to just log right in. Yes. And I don't know. I don't even know how to see where I'm live. But anywho, if you comment, I might be able to see. So, I don't even like, where am I even live? Like, how do you even find yourself? I don't even know. I'll go over here, Lauren Bratsky or Mundell. And it would say like that I'm live. Oh, I am live. Here we go. So if I click on this, oh yeah. How cool. Okay, so where are the comments? Okay, well, I guess the comments come in down here. Hi, beautiful. Ooh, it's closed captioned on Facebook. How nice is that? Okay, going back over here. Oh, it does work. Fabulous. Okay, so welcome to Becoming Intentional. We have wait, you didn't get a notification? Sheesh. I'm a little bit worried that maybe it didn't come through because you're the only person on, Addie. You know what? I'm going to go off and come back on because nobody's on. And if you say the notification didn't come through, we're trying again. All right. So for those of you who are on Facebook with me, oh, it's Johnny, my cousin. I'm going to go off and come back on, and I'll see you in just a minute. Oh, Mrs. Green. Mrs. Green got a notification. Okay, we're not going to end the stream then. All right, then we're not ending the stream. Excellent. Excellent. Oh my God. I literally had clicked end stream and it was like, are you sure you want to end stream? And I was like, Mrs. Green got one. So yeah. All right. Yay. Amazing. So, oh my God, this is the best. Welcome to all my Facebook friends. It's lovely to see you guys over here. Ask any questions in the chat and I can see you. Hi, Miss Crystal. What's up? So this is my show, Becoming Intentional, that I do every Monday at 9:11. I was late today because I was having some technical difficulties. Even though I have this brand new setup, which makes it so easy, of course, I was trying to make it so that I could go live from the couch. And it was like making a whole thing and it was taking forever and the camera wasn't working well and I couldn't get it right. And anyway, it ended up taking a lot longer than I wanted it to. So l'chaim, let's smoke a little bit. I know I need to. I also, because it's just been like, you know, when you're trying to go live and things just like don't work right. And then you're like, right? So that's what happened to me. All right. I feel like I can bring you guys up over there. Boom. And I can see the chat. Yes. Okay. Without having to go look over my other screen. What is, I don't know why people do that. Like they write this VOR.ONG. It probably means something, but I have no idea what it means. It's a YouTube thing. So I don't know. Hi, person with a very, I guess, Russian or Greek, because I'm really bad at that, looking name. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's smoke some weed. You need coffee, Mrs. Green? Well, I'm taking the year off coffee. I'm having tea instead. My husband makes this like really delicious um, decaf chai because I found that caffeine makes me very jumpy, very jittery. Crystal yesterday when she was live, her hand was shaking while she was doing her makeup, and she's like, "Oh, it's the caffeine jitters." I don't like that feeling. That feeling and anxiety are the exact same thing for me. It's like a raciness that comes up in me, and I just feel like I'm like shot out of a cannon. I don't know. That's just like I used to do great with caffeine, but now not so much. Anyone else feel the same way? I know, Crystal, you do. All right. So we don't have a lot of time today, but let's get started with yeah, handshakes. It's worse than the handshakes. I mean, think about if your hand is shaking, what's going on throughout your entire nervous system. Coffee is your BFF right now. Look, everybody goes through times in their lives, not lives, when certain supplements work for them and certain, I used to love coffee. I used to be a huge ritual for me. In the morning, I would go to work, I would get on the train, I would do my makeup on the train, I would talk to my friends, I would get off the train, I would go to my coffee place, I would get my coffee and an oatmeal, and I would bring my coffee and my oatmeal up to my desk, and I would drink that for like my first hour and eat that. So that would like make my morning kind of like pleasant and enjoyable. And I loved my coffee. I would carry it around if I had meetings or whatever, but like only one cup. But and sometimes honestly, if I was like really tired, I might have a pick me up coffee in the afternoon. But I would say that was like maybe a once a quarter thing, not even a once a month thing. It was like if I was just working my ass off. Anyway, my intention for this week is I'm staying with my intention from last week, which is I am water. The reason why I'm doing that is I really haven't even started getting into it. If I'm being honest, which I am always because I can't help it, I only meditated 4 times last week. So 4 out of 7. Okay. Okay, it's good, but it's not great. So I could do better. And so I'm going to try to do better this week. I'm going to try to do better than 4. But I also did 2 Pelotons last week and 1 yoga. So I think that's pretty good. I could definitely do better. Okay. So the other thing is that I my intention for last week was also to make a cannabis like diary consumption journal every day. And I only did 3 of those. So this week I'm going to try to do at least 4 of those. So I'm going to try to meditate more and I'm going to make more journals this week. However, one thing that I've been doing amazing at, and I just want to give myself huge credit for, is my reels. I have been 100% consistent with posting my reels. Every single day, I post a reel on Instagram, and it is working. So, if you are thinking about building a business, if you're trying to attract people, start making reels. It's hard and it's really embarrassing. Okay. I like doing it to be honest, but it feels weird putting myself out there like that. Like I'm dancing around, I'm acting, I'm singing, I just feel so weird, but it doesn't matter because it's fun and people are starting to take notice if you do something consistently. Okay? Do you know how many Mondays I have gone live from this house? Probably almost every Monday that I have lived in this house. Okay. That is how consistent I am. Okay. Well, thank you for saying I'm good at it, because I don't think I'm good at it. I'm practicing. I'm getting better at it. It is hard. It is not easy, okay? It is hard the whole thing is hard. Everything about it. And let me tell you probably what the hardest thing is. You guys ready to hear what the hardest thing is? The hardest thing is thinking about the people who are watching it, who aren't the people who it's for. So it's like, I'm excited about every person who it's for watching it. They've never met me before. They don't even know me. They're like, who's this crazy lady who's putting herself out there? And they're like, hey, I probably want to click on that. She seems interesting, right? So that part is like, um, I love that. That's why I'm doing it. Okay. The feeling that I hate is thinking about other people who know me and what those people are going to say. So I literally do not care about, and I'm excited about all the people that are attracting to it who love it, like Mrs. Green and Addie. Of course, you guys are going to say my reels are great. You guys fucking love me. Okay. You love this version of me. But there's all these people out there who I knew before who know a different chapter of my life, who know a different version of me, honestly, like a different, like a 3.0. I'm like in 4.8 right now, and those people know that I'm a different person. So when they see me doing this, they're like, probably like, what? Who does she think she is? Why her? Okay. Why her? And you know what? I have to say, why not me? Why not me? Okay. This year in 2022, I am not worrying about those people who know a different version of me because I have work to do. I have a legacy to leave. I have a amazing product that is going to change lives and make businesses stronger and make the cannabis industry more wealthy. So it's like that old version of me who those people knew, the person who used to get off the train and walk to work and get her coffee and get her oatmeal and whatever. It's just a different version of me now. And this version of me is like, if you thought that version of me was badass, because a lot of people did think that version of me was badass. I had a 6-pack abs. I had like perfectly cut arms. Everything about me on the outside looked great. Okay. But I did not feel confident on the inside. And now I do. And this is the new version of me who sees what you see. And I'm going further than that. So there is no putting myself in a box. There is no living small. There is none of that imposter stuff because I can't afford that. I have work to do while I'm still on this earth. And when I say I can't afford that, I also mean I can't afford that. If I don't put myself out there, I will not make money this year. That's the bottom line. And it's the same thing goes for everyone who's trying to build a business on social media. If you do not put yourself out there, then no one can see you. Therefore, you cannot make money this year. So put yourself out there, start somewhere, even though it feels so uncomfortable, and get started putting yourself out there. Okay? All right. Good. I'm glad we got that straight. Now, let's talk about our intentions for the week. My intention is still I am water. Okay. Thank you, Mrs. Green, for saying that I did a great job during this week. And I did. And I think it's probably better in a way that I wasn't perfect because I have many times been perfect the first week of the year. Haven't you? Where you've done everything you said you were going to do. Or the first week of the year is also a time when you're like, forget it. That was way too hard. I bit off way more than I can chew. I'm not going to do it. But I've realized that instead there's another place. And that place is where you could say, you know, I wasn't perfect last week, and I'm probably not going to be perfect this week either. But if I can become consistent in some things, even if consistent looks like 3 or 4 or 5 times a week, then change will happen. Every little thing that you do adds up to big, big stuff, So go hard, go out there, put yourself out there. Like maybe it's make a comment on someone's LinkedIn. It's not even put your own comment on LinkedIn. It's literally or your own post on LinkedIn. It's actually just make a comment, contribute to the conversation. Put a post up that makes you feel just a tiny bit uncomfortable. If it doesn't make you feel uncomfortable, it is really not going to change you or change your situation. If you are sitting in your comfort zone all the time, there is going to be no change. Okay, so you have to make yourself a little bit uncomfortable every single day in order for there to be change. And that looks like a million things. I mean, if you're trying to lose weight, which is like one example, right? If you decide, like, I'm going to lose weight this year, and you like do a little something healthy every single day, if you've decided to drink extra water, if you've decided to, eat a healthier diet with more vegetables, whatever. If you can become consistent, you will get way closer to your goal. Okay. You can't race at your goal. Exactly, Mrs. Green. Sometimes doing the thing you are afraid of is the thing you should do. I mean, I don't know if there is such a thing as should, okay, because there's so many options out there. You can choose any path. You're literally, your life is a choose your own adventure book. So you can choose to wake up every day and decide I'm going to make my choices, or wake up every day and let other people make choices for you. You decide. Because that's what should is. Should is other people. You've got to listen to your gut. You've got to listen to your intuition. You have to live every day with intention. Okay. And that is how you succeed in life, I think, because that's how you feel successful. If you set an intention and you do the things that you intended to do, you actually feel successful. And that is the key, because you have to enjoy your life now. You cannot you have to enjoy your life now. You cannot wait until something happens in order for you to decide that, oh, when I'm rich, I'll be happy. You'll never be happy then. I guarantee it, because rich will change. You have to decide to be happy with your life right now, and decide that life is a choose your own adventure book that you can open up to any page and go, I'm going to go this way. And then if you're like, you know what, this way is not working, you can remember in the book, you could go back and you could start again. You could be like, let me read the other way. And, you really can. I mean, you can't really go back, obviously, but you can at least make different choices. So, yes, thank you for saying that. Life is like a choose your own adventure book. Brilliant. It really is. I think that maybe choose your own adventure books are only for a very certain generation, right? Like, Crystal, do you know what we're talking about? Crystal's a lot younger than me. Mrs. Green, I don't know how old you are, but I get the feeling, um, what's up? Was wearing your High Curious beanie today for your morning shift. I love this message. I have a feeling that is, I can't see your, wait, Mrs. Green is a Gen X. Yeah, I'm a Gen X too. Okay. I have a feeling that's K Kush Cannabis. I can't see your name. It just says LinkedIn user. I don't know why. But anyway, I can't see, but I have a feeling it's K. So I have a feeling. Thank you for wearing my beanie. Wait, who had? No, it's not K Kush Cannabis because you don't have a beanie. Who? Hmm. Hmm. Who can it be? Anyway, there's somebody over here on LinkedIn. Oh, it's Days. Oh my God, Days. We love you and miss you, Daisy. Come hang anytime. It's so good. Okay. Yes. So you're a Gen Xer. Days. Days is straight up Gen Z. Days, do you know what we're talking about when we say choose your own adventure books? Crystal, do you know what we're talking about? All right. We only have 10 minutes left. And I want to just really talk about everybody else's intentions because I only have 10 minutes and I was late today. So Mrs. Green, Crystal, Addie, if you're still on, Days, if you'd like to play along, anyone on Facebook, if you'd like to have help setting your intention for the week, please let's talk about it. So, what are you trying to feel this week? How do you want to feel this week? That is the best way I could ask you. How do you want to feel this week? I am forward. Okay. I am forward, Mrs. Green. I can live with that. I feel like it might be a little like I think there's a difference between an intention and a goal, but a forward is leaning towards a goal, but I think it's still really good. So I'm letting you go with it. Keep moving forward, okay? Keep moving forward. How about is I am momentum? What if your intention could be I am momentum? Oh, Days, thanks for coming over to High Curious. I am realistically optimistic. You like I am momentum? Okay, cool. You're welcome. That's why you come to this show. I help you. Okay, I am realistically optimistic. All right, girl, we could do a little we could like make that a little more loving to yourself, okay? How about I am open? How about I am open? I am open gives you the chance to just be like, whatever life throws my way, I am open. I am open to it, which means I can be optimistic, but also open. I don't know, another option. I know Gen Zs don't really like when Gen Xers tell them like what they think they should do. So you do you. I love you. Oh, you like it quite a bit? Oh, excellent. Um, I am open is a great intention. Um, okay, so if you are wanting to stay on track with your intention and you're looking for people who can support you in that, you can join my subscription community on High Curious called Becoming Intentional, where we talk about our intentions and I share content that you can then post and little journal prompts and things like that to help you become more intentional in your life and also in your cannabis use because the two things go together. Mindfulness and cannabis use go together so much. So, for example, when I say conscious consumption, I think, what am I using this product for right now? So, I am going to have a pantry. There we go. I'm going to have a pantry good day bite. These are the pantry good day bites. I love these. I like them at this time of day because they are a lovely pick me up. They're only 5 milligrams of THC and also 5 milligrams of CBD. But in addition to that, they have other plant medicines, including lion's mane mushroom, and ashwagandha. So I'm really enjoying these as a morning pick-me-up. I mentioned that I'm not drinking coffee anymore. So I'm using this in place of my morning coffee. And it is exactly what I need for the start of my day. They look like this. And they taste like a little bite of chai. Conscious consumption has been a goal and a struggle since 2019 for me. I used to have an app that would help me keep track of what strain I was using and what I was feeling, but keeping up with it was very difficult. Girl, agreed. Okay. One of my goals for this year is to keep a consumption log or journal, but I'm trying to be really flexible with myself on what that looks like. Okay. So actually what I've been doing is I've just at the end of the day, I've been making a 1-minute video where I just talk about what I had that day and why I used it. And it's really all about trying to get more self-awareness of why I'm using cannabis and what it's for and how like and that I'm trying to just become I feel good, less pissed. Exactly. So how about instead at the end of the day, you make a video where you're like, all right, this is how I use cannabis today. This is why I needed it. These are the feelings that I felt. And I use cannabis in order to manage those feelings. So it's more like a diary than a log because the log is fucking boring. Nobody wants to like write it down and then write it down. But like at the end of the day, you just look at your phone or go live. Just a thought, Daisy. Um, um, exactly. And you can turn that into a blog post or something like that after you make the video because it's the actual like sitting down and writing it. And then you also get more reflection. So over the course of the week, you're like, oh, okay. So anyway, and don't put pressure on yourself to do it every day. Try to decide in the morning that today is going to be a conscious consumption day. And then at the end of the day, make the video. Okay. But don't try to do it every single day. Maybe try to do it like 3 days a week. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay. All right. So Days, I love you. I'm so glad you're here. I hope everything is going well with you. Always thinking about you. You're always on my mind. So let's get closer again in 2022, even though we're far away. And if you'd like to make this, a subscription community on High Curious where you post your daily consumption journal and your feelings about it, I mean, that wouldn't be a terrible idea, Miss. I have 30,000 followers on Instagram and don't really know what to do with them. All right. It's 9:57. And I only have 3 more minutes to be with you guys. This has been a really good show, I think. I think I got a lot of you feel feel accurately and lovingly called out. Well, I do love you. I'm your auntie. I mean, that's what my job is. My job is to accurately and lovingly call you out. You know what I'm doing? My darling, I am calling you in. Okay? I am calling you in to your calling. There's a part of your calling. I know you have a lot of callings, okay? But there is a part of your calling in cannabis. Okay? Your calling is to help people your age with cannabis, okay? Cuz right now they're like, "Oh, smoky, okay?" You can help them become more intentional if you become more intentional with yours. You've got all those stoners following you. Help them. Seriously, seriously, you've got all those dudes who follow you who smoke too much weed. Help them. They will pay, and you know it. Help them. Yeah, Days is the best. And she's definitely evolving. And when she was in her early years, she guide all those white guys through. Exactly. When Days was, 18, 19, 20, she was like, like she danced with the weed. You know how it is. And she did great. And she got a lot of followers for the dancing with the weed. But she also shared herself on stories and also in lives. And everyone loved that. So when I know you've been finding your voice. You're so young. You're young with an old soul, and that's very challenging. All right, it's 10 o'clock. We have to get off. I could stay on all day with you guys. Love you. Um, keep wearing that high curious beanie. Have a wonderful day, everyone. I will see you tomorrow at 4:30 or on all the other places that I see you. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Be intentional. All right. Mindful. Goodbye.